Umbrella Corps, released June 21st, 2016, and that was quite a while ago. I actually didn't realize it was that old already. It's already 6 years old, and yes, I just counted that in my head. The game was $30 when it first released for the standard edition, and $40 for the deluxe pack, which the deluxe pack basically is just skins, so it's not like the deluxe pack is really anything at all. The game has had a slight price decrease, with it now costing $20 for the standard edition and $25 for the deluxe edition, unless you buy the deluxe edition like you buy them separately. If you buy them bundled, it's $25. If you buy them separately, it's $30, which is still not worth it like at all, even at $20. This game day one received mostly negative reviews and has continued to received mostly negative reviews, and on top of that, the game basically died the day it was released. Barely anybody bought the game, and everyone pretty much left the game the first day, and the online mode pretty much was dead the first day. There was like maybe max 80 people playing the game at one time, and it only got 80 people after already being out for like a whole year. So basically, when you buy this game, or if you have this game or whatever, for some reason you end up playing this game, you can't really play half the game because there is no one else to play with unless you get a group of friends and you torture them to play this game with you. But you can't really play the online mode, and it's really not worth playing. I mean, in all seriousness here, when I played the game for one day, and the day that I played the game, there was one other person in the entire world playing this game on Steam. So it was just me and that person. And before you ask or think about it, no, I did not spend $20 on this game. I was given a code for this game by somebody else, so that's how I ended up playing this game. So basically, I didn't pay for this game. So that's a good thing. Let's begin with the missions in this game. There is 24, technically, I almost didn't even want to say that, but technically there are 24 missions in the game, but there is actually like six different missions, because almost all the missions are the exact same mission. I mean, mission 1 through 5, the first 5 missions of the game, are literally the exact same mission and the exact same map with the exact same objective, doing the exact same thing. I mean, they couldn't even be bothered to make a whole different mission for, I don't know, mission 2? You think you would put in some effort to make the first 5 missions different from each other? But no, they're the exact same mission. Just go and collect the DNA samples, the infected DNA samples. Next mission, collect some infected DNA samples. Oh man, that's the first 5 mission. You just kill some zombies and collect the infected DNA samples. One time you're collecting 10, the next time you're collecting 20, the next time you're collecting 30, the next time you're collecting 40, the next time you're collecting almost 100 because you're collecting 20, then 30, then 40, and it's like doing the same objective 3 times in one mission. That's basically 1/3 of the missions that you're gonna do right there on 6 different maps. Or maybe you want to break from that mission and you want to try one of the other mission types. Let me tell you about those. The second mission type is stand at this location for 10 seconds, then move to this next location and stand there for an additional 10 seconds, up to about 50 seconds. So stand in this area for about 10 seconds, move to the next 10 seconds, and you get the point. You just kill some zombies while standing in the area, or most of the time you don't actually, sometimes you don't even have to worry about the zombies because you're just standing there for 10 seconds and the zombies don't even get to you in time, so you just move on. You just run to the next objective, straight to the next objective, stand there for 10 seconds, and just try to complete the level as fast as possible to maybe not get bored out of your mind and find a different level that's a little bit more exciting. Maybe you don't want to do either one of those. Maybe the third objective might just be for you. You ready for this one? This one is collect briefcases that are laying on the ground. So basically it's the same as collect infected DNA samples, except for you don't have to kill zombies for them to drop the DNA samples. You just have to run to the briefcases. So The briefcases is actually the shortest and easiest mission because you don't have to shoot or kill anything. You just run around, collect like 5 briefcases, and then you're done. And part of the game is like try to speed run these missions and complete them as fast as possible. And you have these boring, repetitive, short objectives, and you have these tiny maps. They're like, I would say they're like maybe Nuketown size maps, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit smaller. I'm not really 100% sure on the size here, but they're like Nuketown size maps, and to get from one side of the map to the other side of the map takes like 5 seconds. So on top of the boring, repetitive missions and the tiny maps, you have terrible movement. The movement in the game just feels weird. It feels like you're sliding everywhere, and you actually are sometimes sliding because your character's not moving their legs or their hands when they're crawling, and they're just kind of sliding against the floor, just sliding everywhere, just shooting things. You can shoot your gun while laying down, sliding, or you can like slide across the ground as you're reloading, or just like, I don't know, it feels weird and it feels like you're sliding everywhere.
Sample obtained.
Shooting itself kind of feels alright, and it's probably the only reason I played this game just a little bit more, because I don't know, I can always find fun in shooting some zombies, okay? But who in the world holds a pistol like that? I'll answer that. Nobody. Especially not to what I am to believe is a trained Umbrella Corps soldier, and this dude is just holding his pistol next to his ear. Luckily, he's got some earmuffs on, or he'd be blowing out his eardrums, but you can't aim a pistol like that. You have no idea what you're shooting at when your pistol's way above your ear and you're like almost snapping your arm in half holding the pistol like that. No one holds a pistol like that.
There it is.
On top of that, enemies just spawn anywhere. In front of you, behind you, in the sky, under you. I mean, wherever they just feel like at the moment, that's where they spawn. They just spawn and start attacking you, and it just feels unfair at times because you're fighting zombies and all of a sudden zombies just spawn in behind you. Dog zombies, birds, just whatever. They just spawn in behind you and they start attacking you, and you got crows, dogs, zombies, different zombies attacking you all at the same time, and they just spawn out of nowhere and you can die in like 2 hits. I mean, my goodness, you want to talk about unfair? That is unfair. But I mean, the AI is also really stupid, so maybe they need that advantage, but I mean, it's also still unfair.
Transmission complete. Begin transmission.
I can't really say much about the online mode as I can't find a match and it's basically dead, but it's pretty much the same small maps as single player, and by that I mean it is the same small maps as single player, the 6 maps, but you fight other players while killing zombies. The online mode also has a detailed customized system where you can customize your clothes, colors of weapons, clothes, you know, tons of attachments for your weapon for some reason. Like you wouldn't think that in a game like this there'd be so many different attachments for your guns, but there is quite a bit of attachments, but none of it matters because the main gameplay loop sucks and the single player sucks, and you also can't customize anything in the single player mode for some odd reason, and also for some reason I tried to figure it out why, but maybe because they knew the game was going to be dead, but you can start the online mode by yourself and you'll like be in a match, an online match, and the timer will count down, but you'll just be in there by yourself and you can play the mode by yourself, which is kind of weird because it's supposed to be like a 4-man survival mode, but then you're by yourself and you're playing a 4-man survival mode, so that's something. There are also a total of 24 different guns. And I just realized there's 24 missions, 24 single player missions, and 24 different guns. It's kind of like 24 is their like special number or something. Like they get to 24 and they're like, yep, that's good enough. Let's just copy and paste some more, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But over half of the 24 guns, so basically there's 12 total handguns, and then there's more handguns in the primary slot. So there's like a total of maybe 18 out of the 24 guns that are handguns. Some of them primary guns, some of them secondary weapons. Now, also, by now, there's really nothing else to say about this game, because you basically seen all of what the game has to offer pretty much in the video that's been playing in the background. So there's not much else to talk about here in the gameplay. Now, at first, I wasn't even going to include this section in this video, but, you know, you might be thinking, maybe the gameplay is repetitive and unfair, and repetitive and the same mission every time, and repetitive, but maybe, just maybe, this game will make up for it in some sort of story. Is the story department good? Is the story something worth checking out? Well, there is absolutely no voices in this game, pretty well, except for your person going like collected or whatever he says over and over again. I don't even know, but your guy talks like every time he picks something up, he's like, got it, I got it, I picked it up, I got it, man, did you know that? I picked it up, I got it. That's your character. But on top of that, there are notes. Every single mission, there's a note left behind from some date that you don't care about, and from somebody you probably don't care about either. But the story can be summarized in this one picture that's on the screen right now. And the dialogue in this game is this. I will read it out loud. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready, but let's begin. Begin recording. After 20 long travel hours, we finally arrived at the Mediterranean Sea. Unfortunately, Honker is here too. This jerk doesn't want to acknowledge the validity of the CQBZ. I hate him and his stupid nose. And that's pretty much all this game has to offer, gameplay wise and like substance wise. I mean, of course we can talk about the attachments and the skins and the colors, but none of that matters if the game is repetitive and boring. So we're not even going to talk about that. It's not even worth talking about. In fact, I've already talked about it too much, to be honest. But anyways, yep, that's the only thing that you get out of this game is shooting zombies. So if you want to shoot some zombies, or you want to shoot some dogs, or you want to shoot some crows, crows, then you can do that in this game. I don't know why you would want to do any of those things in this game in particular. You can go play some other games for some other better Resident Evil games that have the same exact enemies, because all the enemies in this game, you best believe it, they're copy and pasted from better previous Resident Evil games. So on top of that, there's really no point of playing this game. Definitely no point of buying this game for $20-something. And if for some reason you want to give someone the absolute worst birthday, Christmas, or whatever present, then go ahead and get them this game. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys think about Umbrella Corps and Resident Evil. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because you want to be subscribed. I know you do. And I will see you guys next time.